Hi, Chad here with Purple Collar Life, and it's an exciting day out today. We've had 70-degree temperatures the last few days in a row, so I checked the soil temperature. We're above 50 degrees. It's time to put the lawncube pre-emergent treatment down. Now maybe you're asking, how do I know that it's beyond 50 degrees in the soil down below? Well, don't tell Jennifer. I used a meat thermometer, stuck it down in the ground. For those of you who have never been in the food service industry, if you've got a thermometer and it's got these little dimples on it, that's the level that you want to be reading the temperature at. So I made sure the dimples were under the surface, checked to make sure we were above 50 degrees. We're about 52, and I think that about 55 degrees is when some of those weeds would start growing up. So I want to get this put down. It's actually supposed to rain, just a light drizzle overnight tonight. Perfect for wetting that down into the soil. Won't need to use a sprinkler or anything. You know, we have a big yard here, so it'd be hard to use a sprinkler on the whole yard. And it's always nice to use the natural rain when you can. Now, if it were going to be raining hard, I wouldn't put this down tonight because there's a chance it could wash off. But since it's just a sprinkle throughout the night for several hours, I think we'll be in good shape. Now I wanted to tell you a few things about the lawncube that we have here. You can see I used the four-wheeler to bring them back up from the garage. They are 36 pounds a piece, so I've got 72 pounds of pre-emergent and fertilizer here. You can also see I've got the EarthWay spreader there. The replacement part came in. If you have not seen the video about assembling this EarthWay spreader and you're interested in this model, the EarthWay 2600A+, go ahead and check out that video. It shows you how to assemble it. I made that just a week ago or so. And if you haven't checked out our other videos about lawn care or the Toro TIMECUTTER or the Sunday lawn program that we used last year, you can check out those videos. And that might help you understand why this year we're trying the lawncube system. Now the lawncube paperwork was very detailed, excellent information about exactly what's in these two boxes, when to put it down, the ground temperature, how fast to spread it, and what to expect when applying this to our lawn surface. So I was really glad for those great instructions. What I wasn't sure about, you know, I haven't used a spreader in a long time to put any type of granular fertilizer on the ground, so I wasn't sure exactly about the settings. So I reached out today in an email, said I have the EarthWay 2600A+ spreader. Which setting should I use for the 72 pounds of material you sent me to spread over this 20,000 square feet? Within an hour they responded back, knew exactly the spreader settings to use. They said go ahead and set it on 14. Start with that. If you think it's going a little bit too heavy, you can adjust it down. If you think it's going a little bit too light, you can adjust it up. They also sent me a picture of the pattern to use, which was good because I was planning on just going back and forth across the lawn, but actually I need to go back and forth and then up and down. So kind of east and west and then north and south. So glad that we're partnered with them this summer. Can't wait to see what this does to the lawn. I'm really impressed with how much the lawn has perked up just over the last couple days. You can see it's still pretty yellow here, not much green coming up through, and that's really kind of normal for this time of year. We're just at the end of March. We just had this little warm up the last few days. I think lifting the grass up with the TIMECUTTER in a previous video really helped this lawn to kind of de-winterize a little bit. So now I can't wait to get this pre-emergent on it. I'll show you the specs on what we're putting down, but it is 13 nitrogen, so we should see the yard start to green up a little bit quicker. I'm gonna go ahead and put the first bag, which again is 36 pounds, into the 40-pound hopper of the EarthWay spreader. We'll start applying it, and we'll see how much that first one gets done. If I've timed it and paced myself right and have the settings right on the EarthWay spreader, it should be about half the lawn. Now I did want to show you how the EarthWay settings worked. Remember, he said 14. This had been adjusted all the way up here to the top. So I just slid it down to the 14 mark and tightened this wing nut so that when I open, I'm at 14. So I leave it closed, fill it up. When I'm ready to start spreading, open this up. It stops at 14 where I have the stopper set. When I'm done, close it back down. Should work great. First time using it. One of the things I really like about the lawncube system that it's all pre-measured and preset for my lawn. So I don't have to do any, combining things or measuring things. They sent me the exact right amount. And then if you haven't watched the soil sample video, I took a soil sample from 6 different spots in the yard. I sent that into the lawncube people. They're currently analyzing it, and then all future monthly installments of the lawncube will be fertilizer and lawn treatment specific for the soil type and the grass type we have here. So really looking forward to that. And again, it's kind of as simple as can be, that they send you exactly the right product, exactly the right amount for what area you're treating. You go ahead and, this is a nice thick heavy duty black sealed container. I did want to show you, they send you the exact information about what you're putting down. Weed control, pre-emergence, 1304 with stabilized nitrogen. So really excited to put this down. So glad that they include all this information with it. Areas across the United States and when to expect to put things down, or when to expect the crabgrass seed to start germinating. Today was one of my long drive days, so I got home pretty late from work. It's already 7 o'clock, so that means I need to do a lot less talking, a lot more spreading. Let's get to it. So I'm going to start right here at the corner by the camera. I know it'll spread out to the side a little bit, so I'm not just going to go right on the edge. I'll go in just a little bit, and then I'm going to start walking, and I'll pull the lever. Now I can already tell that might be putting down a little bit too much for this area, because it's got to go the whole width, and I can tell how much it used already just in that little area to the side of the trees. So I'm going to adjust this back a little bit, maybe to about 12. We'll try it there, do another up and back. So I've adjusted it to 12. Okay, now for this pass up and back, I'm going to take the gimbal with me to kind of give you an operator point of view of what it looks like as I'm putting that down. I wanted to show you real quick, you can see that yellow tint all over the spreader. It's interesting. And that fertilizer is a yellow color. That pass took us pretty far down. You can see we're down to the agitator. We'll get maybe one trip up with that, and then we'll have to refill. So we got just about to that tree done. We still have quite a bit of lawn to the right of that. Let me give you a better angle so you can see how much that is. So right there is that tree that was in the right of the frame before. You can see I've got quite a bit of lawn still to go to this side of that tree. So I didn't time my stride or the spreader out quite right because I won't make that all with the first 36 pounds to be able to go back and forth with the second 36 pounds. So we'll do an up row, finish that up, put the second 36 pounds in, and then we'll finish this going up and down, and we'll go back and forth starting at the top of the lawn up here and working our way back, because the top of the lawn is actually not as good grass as this lawn that's closest to the house. Okay, we're empty right here. Thankfully that other box is right on the back of the four-wheeler, so I'll just run it over here, fill this up, we'll continue. We have a lot of springs right in this area right here. Keeps this area really wet. It's starting to get pretty dark out, so I need to really hustle. That took about 30 minutes to do the full application up and back. Now we're going to go side to side. Get on it. "7:35, it's starting to get pretty dark here. Might be too dark for the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching the video. Please give us a like, subscribe if you're not already. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again the next time.